So in this week's video we're looking at a wrestling game that was released in 1993 by Capcom, the makers of Street Fighter. It's called Saturday Night Slam Masters. The game was released in 1993 and was developed and published by Capcom. It's a pro wrestling arcade style game set in the fictional CWA, where you can choose from a list of wrestlers from around the world and wrestle across the globe. The fictional wrestlers are Biff Slamovich from Russia, Gunlock from USA, which this game has a close connection to Street Fighter, which was made by Capcom, and it's revealed that he is actually Guile's brother from Street Fighter, the Great Oni from Japan, Titanic Tim from UK, El Stingray from Mexico, King Rastamon from Dominican Republic, and Mike Hager from the USA. The gameplay is a fighting style similar to the Capcom Street Fighter 2 game. The action takes place in a wrestling ring, and you can go out the ring, however there is a 10 count if you do this. There's also a 3-button configuration to the game: grab, attack and jump. I really enjoyed this element, how it tries to be like an arcade style wrestling game with when you do the entrances. It's not like WrestleFest was, with you seeing the wrestlers come down to the aisle and they have their own entrances and music, and then you tour all over the world. I think that's a really cool little thing they've done, like on Street Fighter where you tour all over the world and wrestle wherever the other wrestlers are from. I think that's a nice little touch that they've done. And also, I just think the graphics are really cool for the time, like really over the top, like Street Fighter style, but it really works out well in wrestling, I think. And each character has its unique attacks and finishes. The aim is like Street Fighter to get your opponent's energy bar to 0. However, unlike the Street Fighter games, when the energy bar is at 0, you must pin the opponent. I think it's a really fun attempt at a wrestling arcade game for the time, when Street Fighter was basically ruling the gaming world. It's got some quite unfortunate reviews at the time, with people preferring the WWF Raw, which was released around the same time. But if you prefer an arcade style, you really can't go wrong with this one. It's got some things that it does better than Raw, with the sprites and graphics I think of an upgrade. However, Raw does have a lot more modes and moves you can do with the wrestlers. But all in all, it's a really enjoyable game, and you can have a lot of fun with it. So yeah, really enjoyed this one. Never heard of it until now, until I did some more research of some wrestling games that weren't WWF or WCW at the time, and I came across this one, and I'm glad I did, because really enjoyed having a go on it, and I'm really glad I have found it. I really recommend playing it. There were some sequels to it as well, which I'll try and get hold of, but really enjoyed it, and I hope you enjoyed the review as well. If you played it, let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear from you, and just let me know what you thought of the game. If you preferred it to the WWF games at the time, like Raw and WrestleMania, Super WrestleMania, let me know. I'd love to hear from you. But yeah, that's it for this week's review. I hope to see you soon in another video.